Hello everyone, I am Krick Koder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 31 between SRH and DC. So the Sunrisers have made some changes in their squad due to injuries and they brought in Dilshan Madhushanka and Gerald Corsia in place of injured David Payne and Bryden Cars. And going to the match, this match was played at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium in Uppal, Hyderabad, and Delhi Capitals won the toss and decided to bowl first. SRH scored a big total of 242 with Abhishek Sharma scoring his second IPL ton. BC could not chase the total down, finishing on 195, resulting in a victory for SRH by 47 runs. Abhishek Sharma was given the player of the match for his knock of 135 not out from just 68 deliveries. Also, this will be their only match against each other in this season unless they meet again in the playoffs. So now let's look at the playing 11 for both the teams. So for SRH, there were two changes with Harsh Dubey coming in for Liam Livingstone and Dilshan Madhushanka came in place of Praful Hinge. So they brought in Dilshan Madhushanka as the impact player in place of Travis Head. For Delhi Capitals, Nitish Rana was brought in place of Karun Nair and Ashutosh Sharma came in place of Akib Nabi. So Ashutosh Sharma was the impact player and he came in for Mukesh Kumar. Now let's start with the first inning story. So Travis Head hit a 4 of Mukesh Kumar to score 9 runs in the first over. Then Nitish Rana was brought in into the attack against the two left-handers and he bowled a decent over giving away just 6 runs. Then in the next over, both the batters hit boundaries, scoring 11 runs. He was hit for 2 fours by Abhishek Sharma, scoring 10 runs in that over. Then Nitish Rana was given another over, and this time Abhishek hit 2 sixes and Travis Head hit 1 6 to score 20 runs. Similar to what happened against CSK when Matthew showed 2 good overs in the third, went for plenty of runs. Here again, Nitish Rana good first over, second over went for 20 runs. RH finished the power play with a 6 of Engidi and went 67 for no loss. Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav bowled the next 2 overs, giving us 15 runs. Then in the next over of Akshar Patel, Abhishek Sharma brought up his 50 with a double. There was a clear run-out chance to get his wicket on 50. Abhishek went for the second run and would have been run out if KL Rahul collected the ball, but KL missed the ball and broke the stumps without the ball, with Abhishek still outside the crease. It was a big miss for DC. Then both the openers hit a 6 each before Akshar Patel got the wicket of Travis Head. Then Nitish Rana gave away just 6 runs in the next over. SRH were 104 for 1 in 10 overs and were looking very strong for another 200 plus total. In the next over, Kuldeep Yadav was hammered for 22 runs with Ishan Kishan hitting a 6 and 2 fours and Abhishek Sharma also hitting 1 6. Then Natarajan came into the attack and Abhishek hit a 6 to score 12 runs in the over. The next over of Mukesh went for 13 runs with Abhishek hitting a 4 and a 6. In the next over, Nitish Rana dropped a catch of Abhishek Sharma on 86. Then Nitish Rana again came to bowl behind over and this time he was bludgeoned for 23 runs with Abhishek Sharma hitting 3 sixes and a 4. Abhishek got to his second IPL 100 with the second 6 of that over. And on the fourth ball, Ishan Kishan also got run out while backing up with the ball hitting the stumps after Nitish Rana got a touch. SRH were 183 for 2 in 15 overs with Henry Klassen joining Abhishek in the middle. Then Lungi Engidi bowled a good over giving away just 6 runs. In the next over, both batters hit a boundary each to score 13 runs of Natarajan. Klassen hit 2 sixes of Lungi Engidi to score 14 runs in that over. Natarajan bowled an excellent 19th over again, giving away just 6 runs. In the last over, Mukesh went for 20 runs with Henry Klassen hitting a 6 and 2 fours and Abhishek Sharma also hitting a 1 4. Abhishek finished on 135 not out from 68 deliveries with SRH posting a total of 242 for 2. SRH scored 138 runs in the last 10 overs of their innings. Now let's go through the first inning scoreboard. Abhishek Sharma not out on 135 from 68 with 10 fours and 10 sixes, strike rate of 198. Travis Head 37 of 26, Ishan Kishan 25 of 13, and Henry Klassen not out on 37 from just 13 deliveries with 3 fours and 3 sixes and a strike rate of 284. In the bowling card, Mukesh Kumar 4 overs none for 53, Nitish Rana 4 overs none for 55, Lungi Engidi 4 overs none for 41, Akshar Patel 2 overs 1 for 23, Kuldeep Yadav 2 overs none for 30, and Natarajan 4 overs none for 40. SRH finished with a total of 242 for 2 in the 20 overs with a run rate of 12.1 with 8 extras, all of which were wides. Now going to the second innings, SRH started their bowling with Dilshan Madhushanka, who was on his IPL debut. Patul Nisanka hit a 6 and scored 8 runs in that over. Then KL Rahul hit a 6 and 4 of Nitish Kumar Reddy to score 13 runs in that over. In the next over, Dilshan Madhushanka got the wicket of fellow Sri Lankan Patul Nisanka, and when the wicket fell, there was a slight drizzle, but it was not heavy enough to stop the game. Then Nitish Rana was welcomed with a sharp bouncer which went to the boundary of his gloves. Then Rana hit 2 fours and a 6 of Nitish Kumar Reddy to score 16 runs. In the next over, Ishan Malinga had a caught and bowl chance, but he could not hold on to the catch, and KL Rahul got another life. The next ball, he hit a 6, lofting the ball over the bowler's head. Then Saqib Hussain came into the attack and bowled a good over, giving away just 5 runs. DC were 59 for 1 at the end of the power play. Then Nitish Rana attacked Shivang Kumar, hitting 2 sixes and a 4 to score 19 runs of the 8th over. Then KL Rahul hit a 6 of Nitish Kumar Reddy to score 12 runs of the over. In the next over, Nitish Rana hit 2 fours in the first 2 balls of the over, but Saqib Hussain made a comeback and got the wicket of KL Rahul on the 4th ball. DC were 107 for 2 at the halfway stage, needing 136 more runs to win in the last 10. Then Ishan Malinga bowled an excellent over, getting the wickets of Nitish Rana and David Miller on the first 2 balls and gave away just 2 runs. Losing 3 quick wickets almost finished the game for DC as 2 new batters were at the crease and also the required rate was nearing 15. Samir Rizvi hit a 6 and 2 fours in next 2 overs from Shivang Kumar and Dilshan Madhushanka. With required run rate going about 16, both the batters hit a 6 and scored 16 runs in the 14th over of Nitish Kumar Reddy. Then Saqib Hussain bowled a good over, giving away just 9 runs. Then Ishan Malinga got the wicket of Tristan Stubbs after being hit for 2 fours. With 76 needed from 4 overs and required run rate of 19, Harsh Dubey came into the attack. He created a chance, but Aniket Verma dropped a catch at deep cover of Samir Rizvi. The over went for just 10 runs with Ashutosh hitting 1 boundary. Then Malinga, Saqib and Harsh Dubey finished the innings with Ishan Malinga taking 1 wicket and Harsh Dubey taking 3 wickets in the last over. DC managed to get only 195 runs with no SRH winning by 47 runs. Now let's go through the second inning scoreboard. Patul Nisanka 8 from 6, KL Rahul 37 from 23, Nitish Rana 57 from 30, Samir Rizvi 41 from 28, David Miller out for a golden duck, Tristan Stubbs 27 from 16, Ashutosh 14 from 10, Akshar Patel 2 from 3, Kuldeep Yadav not out on 1 from 2, and Lungi Engidi again out on a golden duck. In the bowling card, Dilshan Madhushanka 4 overs 1 for 36, Nitish Kumar Reddy 4 overs none for 57, Ishan Malinga 4 overs 4 for 32, Saqib Hussain 4 overs 1 for 29, Shivang Kumar 2 overs none for 28, and Harsh Dubey 2 overs 3 for 12. DC finished with a total of 195 for 9 in 20 overs with a run rate of 9.75. There were 8 extras which had 1 leg by and 7 wides. Now let's go through the fall of wickets for both the teams. For SRH, there were only 2 wickets. Travis Head fell in the 9th over of Akshar Patel with the catch being taken by Samir Rizvi, and Ishan Kishan got run out at the bowlers and with Nitish Rana getting a touch and Ishan Kishan finding himself out of the crease. Then for DC, Patul Nisanka lost his wicket in the third over with the fellow Sri Lankan Madhushanka taking his wicket and Liam Livingstone, the sub fielder, taking the catch. KL Rahul lost his wicket in the 10th over of Shakib Hussain with a full toss with Abhishek Sharma taking the catch at a deep square leg. Then Nitish Rana lost his wicket to Ishan Malinga in the 11th over with again Abhishek Sharma taking the catch. David Miller got an absolute beauty from Malinga getting bowled in the same over. Tristan Stubbs got out to Malinga with Saqib Hussain taking the catch at short third man. Ashutosh Sharma got out again to Malinga with Aniket Verma taking the catch in the 18th over. Akshar Patel got out in the last over to Harsh Dubey with the catch being taken by Nitish Kumar Reddy on the boundary. Then Samir Rizvi again got out in the same over with Madhushanka taking the catch. And similarly, Lungi Ngidi got out again on the last ball of the innings with Madhushanka taking the catch with Harsh Dubey taking the wicket. Now let's look at the top partnerships of the match. For SRH, there were only three partnerships and all three were very big, with the highest being the opening partnership between Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma of 97 from 53. Travis Head making 37 of 36 and Abhishek Sharma making 58 of 27. Then after that, the second highest was 79 of 35 between Ishan Kishan and Abhishek. And the next was 66 of 32 unbeaten between Klassen and Abhishek Sharma. For DC, the highest partnership was between KL Rahul and Nitish Rana of 86 of 45 deliveries, with KL scoring 25 of 16 and Nitish Rana scoring 57 of 29. And after that, they had one partnership of 59 of 33 deliveries between Samir Rizvi and Tristan Stubbs. Now going to the graphs. So as you can see, the worm at the start till about 10 overs, both the teams were almost at the same runs, losing one wicket. So SRH were 104 for 1 after 10 overs, and DC lost 2 wickets for 107 after the 10 overs. So both teams were almost same with respect to the score which they had on the board. But after that, Delhi kept losing wickets, and their kind of worm came little down. But on the same hand, SRH started attacking the DC bowlers, and their worm went up and scored big runs on the board. Then going to the run rate graph. So DC started with a higher run rate than the SRH at the start in the power play, but as we saw in the worm, after the 10 over mark, the SRH run rate began creeping up and it finished above 12, whereas at the same time after the 10 overs, DC run rate began falling and moving from around 10, it came to 9.75. So going to the Manhattan, first we'll go to the SRH Manhattan. So as you can clearly see from the Manhattan, there were no big overs in the innings of 20, 16, 22, 23 and 20. So these big buildings from the SRH innings helped them to post that 242. There were other overs which were around a 10 run mark. Most of the overs were around that mark, and they didn't have any overs which were below 5 runs per over. So they had a good run scoring, having 10 runs per over for most of the overs and having some big overs in between. So for DC, if we see their Manhattan, they had one big over of 19 runs and couple of overs about 15, which kind of gave them the score of around 200. But they didn't have much of the overs above the 10 run mark. So they had most of the overs below 10, so which kind of didn't allow them to chase the total, and also they lost wickets at crucial times. So if you see, they had many overs like 8, 8, 8, 9, 8 runs overs. So from the start, which kind of didn't help them. So if they had couple of more big overs like a 20 run over between, they could have come closer to the SRH total. Now looking at both the buildings side by side, you can clearly see how tall the SRH buildings were in respect to how the DC buildings are. So clearly you can see the difference between the two sides. Now going to the summary of the match. So DC, started well with their bowling. Their fielding was very good. They were diving around and they saved some runs. But then when KL Rahul missed a run-out chance, similar to the game against CSK, from there on, things changed for them. Then their body language kind of went down, and there were some misfires and even a catch drop of Abhishek Sharma. They played Nitish Rana with the idea that he can give them overs against the left-handers, and he started well, but then giving him 4 overs and not finishing the overs of Aksar himself and Kuldeep, I think was a poor decision. This was a similar sort of situation with LSG had with Manimaran Siddharth, but DC at least had a clear plan to start with Nitish Rana in the power play, and I don't have any issues with it. But the thing which I didn't like was giving Nitish Rana 4 overs, whereas the main spinners Aksar and Kuldeep bowled just 2 overs each. I think Nitish could have bowled at max 3 overs. Maybe even with the third over, it was a gamble, but it paid off with the wicket of Ishan Kishan getting run out. But even after he bowled a good over, the fourth over to Rana didn't make sense as it was the 15th over, and with two set batters at the crease, bowling a part-timer at such a later stage is always going to be risky. The batters will always be looking to attack him, and having a part-timer bowler at that time will put the bowler under more pressure. I think Akshar should have bowled at least one more over as he had got the wicket of Travis Head. And I understand not giving an over to Kuldeep as he is your attacking bowler who looks to take wickets, and with that he can go for runs. And having such destructive batters at the top um, can be very difficult for a bowler like Kuldeep. He can get you wickets also, but at that stage, they were also attacking him, and he also didn't have that much confidence, to come back and uh, get a good over or take some wickets. He kind of does not have that, defensive mindset of getting out of that over with minimal damage, but he looks to just take wickets. But Akshar Patel can do that kind of role wherein he can bowl tight lines and lengths to restrict the batter from hitting the boundaries. So I think Akshar could have bowled his quota of overs instead of giving Nitish Rana the 4 overs. And then coming to the chase, it was always going to be difficult for them chasing such a huge total. They needed to have a big power play of around 70 to 80 runs to have some chance in the chase, as the target they were chasing was very big. They were always behind the required run rate, and as over went by, the required run rate went up, and they were not able to match the required run rate. The only chance was to bring the required run rate down with an outstanding power play and then put pressure on SRH bowlers, but they were not able to do it. For SRH, it was the third back-to-back win, and the batting was never an issue. It was only the bowling which was kind of their weakness. And as the season went ahead, they kept on making changes in their bowling lineup to keep on improving the bowling. They brought in new bowlers, and that brought in the new energy in the team. And the bowlers are now doing a very good job for them defending totals. Also, Ishan Kishan being on the field next to the bowlers, talking to them about the plans and giving them support and confidence. I think that also worked very well for them. When a captain, is a wicket keeper, it becomes difficult to communicate with the bowlers each and every ball, as there is not much time to keep going towards the bowler and then going back behind the stumps. So I think this also played a major role in their back-to-back wins. Also, they played all these three games in Hyderabad, and so they used their home advantage very well, winning all the matches. Now they will have to adjust to other venues in coming games to keep the winning momentum going. So now let's look at the points table. So SRH has jumped to the third spot with 7 matches played, having 4 wins and 3 losses with 8 points and a net run rate of 0.820, whereas the Delhi Capitals are on fifth position with 3 wins and 3 losses from 6 matches with 6 points and a run rate of minus 0.13. Now let's go to the graphs. So in the points graph, if you look at the DC, they are on 6 points after this loss, whereas the SRH team has moved to 8 points after winning the match. Now let's look at the position graph. So SRH moved to third position after this win, and Rajasthan Royals came down one position to fourth position, and Delhi Capitals remained at the fifth position. So the only change was SRH moving one place up and Rajasthan coming one place down, whereas all the other teams are at the same position. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.